Hello and welcome to this video on Newton's third law of motion. In this video, we'll explore the concept of forces acting in pairs and how every action has an equal and opposite reaction. To understand the third law, let's first define what we mean by force. A force is simply a push or pull that acts on an object, and it can cause the object to change its motion. Now, according to Newton's third law, every force has an equal and opposite force acting on a different object. This means that for every action, there is a reaction that is equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. To illustrate this, let's take an example. Consider a book resting on a table. The book is pressing down on the table with a force known as the weight of the book. According to the third law, the table is also exerting an equal and opposite force on the book, known as the support force. This support force prevents the book from falling through the table and hitting the ground. Now, let's talk about the forces involved in motion. When an object is in motion, it is experiencing forces that cause it to move. For instance, when you kick a ball, your foot applies a force to the ball, and the ball responds by moving forward. However, according to the third law, the ball is also exerting an equal and opposite force on your foot. This is why you feel a sensation of your foot being pushed back after kicking a ball. Another example of the third law in action is the propulsion of rockets. When a rocket is launched, the engines expel gas out of the back of the rocket, causing a force that propels the rocket forward. According to the third law, the rocket is also exerting an equal and opposite force on the gas, pushing it out of the engine. Now, let's address some common misconceptions about the third law. One of the most common misconceptions is that the action and reaction forces cancel each other out, resulting in no motion. However, this is not true. The action and reaction forces are acting on different objects and therefore cannot cancel each other out. Additionally, it's important to note that the action and reaction forces don't have to be the same type of force. For instance, the force of gravity that pulls you down towards the ground is not the same type of force as the support force that keeps you from falling through the ground. In conclusion, Newton's third law of motion explains that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. This law is fundamental to our understanding of how forces work in the world around us, from the propulsion of rockets to the forces involved in sports and games. Thanks for watching.